welcome to the post-game of .hack GU Volume 1. We, of course, went to save our game, having beaten it. We've got a couple new things on our desktop here. Some new posts in the forum. Crimson VS is going to be reopening soon. Considering this is the post game, that's something to look forward to next time. Congratulations to Mayako. She's the one I mentioned previously that got to name that space station. Let's see if she actually posts anywhere in the forum here, because I know she's... There we are. Oh, hey, it was 1/2. How about that? The M2D's finally been released. Now, this is something that I should clarify for a lot of people, which is... A lot of people seem to think that the world is, for all practical purposes, just a regular game, a regular MMO, and wonder just how a lot of people do a lot of the things that they do, or react the way they react. And the world isn't your typical MMO. Some of it is due to the genius that is Harold's programming, the creator of the original game. A programmer that could seemingly link your spirit to your character. On top of that, the world, it isn't simply someone looking at a TV, playing from across the room with a controller. The world, for all practical purposes, is virtual reality. This is why, even going back to R1, going back to .hack Sign, when Tsukasa got trapped in the game, he didn't even know that he was trapped in the game. He couldn't tell the difference between game and reality. And that is just how good the virtual reality here is. Granted, you still play the game. Some congratulations here for artwork, which is seen here, getting put into the card games. But granted, it's still essentially done through a headset. A movie about the world, yes. And a new online jack. You know what? Let's go ahead and watch this one now.
This is Salvador Aihara's Online Jack! We're with the Online Jack Investigative Unit at the home of one of the doll syndrome victims, where an electrical device has gone on a brutal rampage. Sakaki. This was the mysterious word uttered by Osamu Kawaguchi just before he lost consciousness. Salvador Aihara here. Well, everyone, I'm here at the Takeuma University Hospital, where Osamu Kawaguchi is being treated for doll syndrome. And as usual, I'll be wearing my hidden camera goggles so that we can go undercover and penetrate the belly of this beast. This is the hospital's White Wing.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, nurses! It's a party! Carnival! Samba! Samba! Well then, where is this troubled child being treated?
Where could it be?
No!
Ah!
No!
Oh! I'm sorry, are you okay? Oh, it's it's you.
Senorita, this reunion was written in the stars.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to visit little Osamu. That okay, Michi baby?
Don't you dare call me baby, you creep!
Terrible news! Huh? Head teacher! Oh, it's only you!
Mr. Sugai, how is Osamu doing?
Well, you see,
Mr. Sugai?
Osamu Kawaguchi has disappeared from his bed.
Huh?
What is this?
Huh?
What are these words? Skaith? Innis? Magus? And I can't make out the rest.
Okay, I loved the throwback. I loved the throwback to the original quadrilogy. Dot hack infection when Kite walks up to the statue of Aura in Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. He's reading the inscription underneath, and all he says is Skaith, Innis, Magus, and I can't make out the rest. Oh, man. Well, that does it for news. We have some new mail, though. Since we've completed all of the quests up until now, we can actually finish the Abyss quest. The final one we get at the quest shop, the Lord of the Dead. And congratulations on finishing Dot Hack GU Volume 1 by Uchi Yamada, who I believe was one of the people working on the game. Just like the previous 4 games, having beaten the game, we have some clear game data. With our clear data, we can load this into the... Volume 2 and pick up right where we left off. So with that said, we still have a couple things to do in-game. Now then, let's see here. What do we have to cover? A couple people noted that That's not what I was looking for. I had an area in the bookmarks that I had not yet gone to. Now, we were actually given this keyword before the last boss. All it was a place to grind levels. Being a level 50 area, had I gone to it, I would have been level 50 come the last boss. So I avoided doing it just so I wasn't... just to make the last fight a little bit harder on me. I took care of it off screen here, though, just a moment ago. Now, there's not too terribly much to do in the post-game here. There are, if we take a look at the map here, we have the quests that we've gone on so far, be it Beakman, the Lucky Animals, the Mecha Grunty, the Chim Spheres, and the Bounty Hunter. So let's go ahead and take a look at those first. Now, the first one we're going to take a look at is Beakman's art supplies, or whatever. Capped this out, so I have spoken to every single character in the game. Now, the characters are generally running around in Makanu and Lumina Cloth, but you'll see some also showing up in Kestrel and Moontree. Now, the Beast Male and the Beast Female, on the other hand, some of them are a member of the Medic Squad. Now, the Medic Squad, we're best off going to... you have to go to an area to speak to them. They'll show up randomly in areas as groups of 3. And now, for me to do this, what I did is you go to area word, punch in an area word. Where I went to was Elegant Swift Two Wings. Let's see, where is it? Elegant Swift Two Wings. Now, in Elegant Swift Two Wings, there are 2 portals. The medic squads will always be next to portals. Now, if we see right here, you'll see the 5 little blue dudes next to each other and a number next to them. This is how many people are on the field at this moment. Since the medic squads move in groups of 3, you will want that number to be at least 3. Now, the number on the just to the right of that with the 2 people and a little symbol between them, I believe is how many people on the field you have met. So if you're looking for medic squad people that you have not yet talked to, you're looking for the number on the right to be at least 3, the number on the left to be at least 3, the number on the right to be at most 3, you're looking for the number on the right to be less than the number on the left. Ha, there, I can get out a coherent sentence. So there was that. It only takes forever to do and is very monotonous and boring, but it's done. You also get next to no real reward for it, so it's not exactly the most useful thing to do. But next up, we're going to the Lucky Animal mini-quest thing, Pal's House. Now, once again, got everything in here. Not only do you have to run into at least 50 lucky animals, but you have to meet each one individually if you want to get every reward possible. Now, the easiest way to do this is to make your own area words. Make sure that the second digit of the level is one of every number. So you'll want to go to a level, let's say a level 20 area, level 21 area, level 22 area. Each one, that second digit determines which lucky animal you're going to run into. Now there's 20 lucky animals here. 10 of them are for fields, 10 of them are for dungeons. So there you go. Next up is Dr. Keppel's house for Mecha Grunty. You'll see I'm at 49 out of 50. Because I still have to rescue one last one. So let's go rescue his sorry butt. Now, it's not the easiest thing to do to find a good area word for Mecha Grunty. Sometimes you just get lucky. You'll want one with Mecha Grunty not only near where you first arrive. A field-type area is probably the best in that regard, but you'll also want some trees around so you can get your Chim spheres back for doing it. Now, for this one, I went to Blurry Wrath's Hand Song. See if I can find that one in here. Blurry Wrath's Hand Song. Now right in here, you can see Mecha Grunty is right over here.
I remember this. It was laying around like this before.
Course unknown, fuel insufficient, functions shut down, emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. Beep. Hey bro, be a bud. Give me some Chim sphere, please.
And you see the cost goes up by 1 every time you rescue him. So the final time you have to rescue him, you're downing 54 Chims just to get him up and running.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
Which is why it's important that you have these trees nearby to get your Chims back. Now this one is a little bit close to the enemies there, but as long as you don't run over right next to them, they tend not to bother you too much. Come back here. I missed one. And then you just have to run back and forth between these trees like 100 times, and eventually you'll get all your Chims back. I'm not going to be doing this now, because there's 85... Actually, I'm at 85. It probably wouldn't take me too long. Unless they don't give me any more. You know what? Heck with it. So we just have to run our sorry butt back all the way back to Dr. Keppel. And he will gift us with our final reward. If I can go upstairs. There we are. Now from Dr. Keppel, we get some nifty armor and the like, though for the most part it's all kinda useless. Yeah. It's level 50, but it's really not the best in the world, so whatever. Next to last now, we're going over to talk to the Chim Sphere dude, Kubo. Now this one I capped out a long time ago. He gives you spells for finishing up through this. So this is where you can get some things like your healing spell and some status effect spells, very nice. And really, if you don't have this one maxed out after like the first 3 dungeons in the game, you're doing something wrong. And then right around the corner, back behind the big store-looking thing, is Dingo.
Yo.
Now, I really haven't filled up much of these because they splice in the chaotic PKs while you're doing the regular bounties. And I've wanted to save all the chaotic PKs to be able to kill them all on screen. So I still have to go out and kill all of these guys and show you all of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And it makes me a little sad that I had to cut it out, or that I had to do it sometimes, because I killed freaking Greedy Cervantes at level 27, and I was proud of myself. He one-shotted Cillabro, and then the rest of it was all me. Now, in general, at level 50, especially with the equipment that I have now, because I've gone to some lengths to really get myself pimped out here. On top of that, I have maxed out all my skills and everything. I spent a lot of time in the arena for that one. So, in general, I can take out a chaotic PK solo, but I'm going to invite some party members just for the sake of doing it. Because you have to have Pyros. And let's go with Gaspard. Because Gaspard could use just a little bit of experience. He's not quite capped completely. Now for this, we're going to go to Counting Red Plum's Berserker. Do I even have that one in here? I don't think I've actually been there yet, on recording anyway. So, you get to see how this works. We're going to Counting, which means I could sit here and sift through all of these for about an hour and a half. Croaking. Counting! Counting. Red plum. Red plum. Red plum. Red plum. Anytime now. And there we are. Red plums, berserker. There we go. Now the berserker keyword is the one you got in the email. That's one that you can use to make sure that a PK shows up in the area.